Hello, today we are making holder. These kind of holders for an ornamental flower pot, for a basket. They are simple but at the same time very convenient and easy to make. I have found them on the inspiration by Marietta, and I'd like to have a tutorial on making this kind of holders on our site as well. It is the way they look on square baskets, and here you can see it on a bread basket. So, we have woven an item. In this case I have made such a small flower pot on this form. And then we have to define the thickness of holder. I have to warn you against mistakes right away. Here I have taken 2 tubes and I am not satisfied with the result because it has come out rather thin. Here I have taken 3 tubes and the holder seems to look more solid. Correspondingly, if the item is bigger, then there have to be more tubes to make the item more harmonious. What I do next? The tubes are short, so I lengthen them right away to avoid doing it while working. Seize a couple of rows, make a hole with a knitting needle and insert the tubes. 1, 2, 3. Insert them carefully into one hole. Leave the tubes. Try to press them to make them lie more or less smoothly. And start twisting them like this. Tightly, not to get it loose. You can moisturize it, but here it twists well without moisturizing. This way. When we have twisted up to the required length, we make a hole symmetrically to the first one. I see the couple of rows again, and we have 3 tubes at both sides. We insert them. We kind of hug an item with our tubes. We insert these 3 tubes from inside, one by one or all together. And these 3 from the outside into the same hole. You can help yourself with a knitting needle and insert in the same way. This tube is short, let's cover it and pull our tubes tight. And here as well. So we have led the tubes from inside to outside and from outside to inside. Now our task is to hide these tails carefully. What we do? We hug the tubes with a knitting needle carefully like this and tuck the tips sticking out inside. So we hide them behind this loop. It is hard to hide all the tips at the same time, so we insert them carefully one by one. Pull tight. This one is short, so it interferes a little. Now pull tight the ones that stick inside and hide in the loop behind these tubes. and fix carefully with cool glue.
Закрепляем. Здесь вот даже трубочки были короткие, у нас ничего не остается сверху.
Here the tubes were short, so there is nothing left, while here there are tips, so we cut them.
Заправлены. И аккуратненько. И прямо густым бывало.
And cover with thick glue carefully to make them hold.
Вот такие ручки, как правило,
This kind of holders are usually made for baskets that do not presuppose carrying or heavy things, so I don't fix them with wire or anything.
формируем форму нашей ручки и
Shape the holder,
намазываем.
and I usually cover it with thick white glue as well.
Все изделие разбавлено, а вот
I cover the whole item with glue mixed with water. As for the holders and places of bending, as a rule I cover them with thick PVA glue.
точно так же мы делаем вторую ручку.
We make the second holder in the same way.
Трубочки покрашены, довольно жесткие.
The tubes are painted, they are rather rigid.
Еще раз момент продевания. То есть мы вывели.
Let's repeat the process of inserting once again. We have laid the tubes outside, and now our task is to hide them instead of cutting. To fix them still better, we lead them behind our shaped loops.
Сформированные петелечки. Завожу. Вот мы их укрепили снаружи
Here we have fixed them outside,
и внутри.
and now fix the tubes inside in the same way.
И
I hook a loop with a knitting
опять
needle.
подлиннее, вот еще один.
There is one more important point. It is better to leave the tips a bit longer. We'll better cut them later.
Наша задача ее вывести сюда.
Our task is to lead it here.
Так, пробуем по-другому.
Let's try in a different way.
Итак, вывели наружу.
So, we have laid the tubes outside.
Можно сначала врезать, потом клеем закрепить.
You can cut the tips at first and then fix them with glue, or vice versa. Cut the remainders and fix with glue once again.
Петелечка тоже получится аккуратная. Что-то
This loop is going to be neat as well. We have hidden something under the loop and have let something outside. Cut very close
и промазываем клей.
and cover with glue as well as the whole holder to make it rigid.
Несложно, ну, довольно неплохо ручка закреплена. То есть главное
It is not too hard and the holder is fixed rather well. So our main task here is to hide the tips of the tubes into the loops very neatly and carefully. Look how it is made here.
здесь тоже края спрятаны.
Maybe somewhere it is noticeable a little. Here the tips are hidden as well.
Видите, а здесь более
As for this basket,
толстый узел.
here we were starting and the knot is thicker because we have hidden the tips of tubes under it.
Вот такие ручки у нас получаются. Всем желаю удачи.
These are the kinds of holders we get. Good luck to all of you.